All of us will benefit when our society educates children well. We cannot continue to allow children to fall through the cracks.
When my daughter Stacy started second grade, I noticed she could not read. My husband and I don't have the skills, to teach her. So we was relying on the school.
A little over 7 years ago, went through a divorce, and at the time, child number 8 was just a baby, and we came away from that divorce with no assets but just us.
Today, many parents feel trapped when their children are not learning the critical skills they need to become happy, productive adults.
What I felt like I needed at that time, being a single mom, was I needed someone else to help support my values. I needed a second voice.
Our local school where they're supposed to go, is like a high crime zone.
My daughter began to experience a lot of emotional outbursts, and expressing a lot of anger worried me. She seemed like she was so susceptible to the peer pressure.
I was worried that she could not read at her age. So I started calling, schools, looking for other options. When I called the schools, they were too expensive, so we cannot afford it.
I felt like she was slipping away, like I was losing her. I felt helpless.
Because I knew I couldn't do anything about it. Financially, I had nothing.
Parents are desperate for educational options.
But it just kept bugging me, and so I just kind of looked around, well, if I did have money, where would I go?
At Children First Utah, we believe that every child, regardless of financial circumstance, should have equal access to a quality education. If given the right opportunity and resources, all children can and will learn.
Well, we're really excited about the opportunities the families have to select the best education for their children. Each child is unique. Each child has extraordinary potential, and the parents know best what educational system or approach will best meet that child's needs.
Education has always been really, really important in our family, and throughout the years we haven't really had a preference of one type of education over another. It's all a matter of what's best for the child in any particular given year. And so over the years we've done public school and some private school and even some homeschooling.
If I were a parent of one of those children, I would do anything within my power to put that child in a school where he or she could learn. And so we just want to extend a helping hand to these parents who are willing to give everything to help their children achieve a quality education.
Our program pays half the tuition costs. Parents make tremendous sacrifices to cover the remaining half.
In this moment, we are driving old cars. We can afford a new cars, and we understand that. We know if we want to have our kids in a private school, we need the help from Children First Utah, but we have to put our part.
And we had to ride the bus every day. It was easy in summer, but in winter it was really hard because we had to walk all the sidewalk, the snow.
I'm extremely grateful to people who would care enough to care about children, and because I know that my circumstances are going to get better, and personally and financially I'm going to be better off someday and be okay, but my kids couldn't wait. It wasn't like I could stick them in the freezer and pull them out when things are okay. They're at the foundational time of their life, and we'll be eternally grateful for this program.
Children First Utah is my savior. They save my kids' education.
You can make a change. You, as one person, you can make a change. Maybe in one generation and the second one, and that's where my husband and I want for our kids, and not only for our kids, for the whole neighborhood. So we're very grateful with Children First Utah because they give us the opportunity, and and they're helping us to put our kids in private school.
Children First Utah is making a huge difference in the lives of needy children and their families. Join us today, and together, through education, we will break the cycle of poverty.